I think all of us, if not most of us, have a secret that we haven't told anyone in life. Something that will keep with us until the day we die. Whether it be something stupid and embarrassing that happened a couple years ago, or something awful that happened to you, something that you did, something that you think, something that you said, and that stuff, it really weighs down on you. And it is a terrible burden you have to carry when you've done something and you have no one to tell. And of course, the best place to go to, if you have something that you need to say, but you don't want anyone to know it's you, is Reddit, the internet's cold sore. And that's what we're going to be looking at today, off my chest, because, like I said, this stuff can be very heavy on your heart. And sometimes you just need to confess it. I love the description on this subreddit. A mutually supportive community where deeply emotional things you can't tell people you know can be told. Whether it's long-standing baggage, happy thoughts, or recent trauma, posting it here may provide some relief. We'll listen. And if you want, we'll talk. We aim to keep this a safe space. Not anymore! I'm invading this safe space. It's not safe anymore.
You need to leave!
I'm going to make fun of these people because these are some awful confessions. I'm really tired of my boyfriend's gaming addiction. Believe me, I know that it can be an addiction. Sometimes you're just playing a game and you have to go for 6 hours straight. You have to finish what you've started, and you have to get that achievement. I've been dating my boyfriend for 9 years. So you've put up with this for 9 years? You're stronger than most of us. He's always loved video games, and I've done my best not to complain about it. When we lived separately, it wasn't an issue. We'd spend time together, and he was always offline. Generally, most things that people do when they're not around you typically isn't an issue until you're around them all the time. We moved in together, and I saw him start to play video games. So, did what? It wasn't an issue as he usually did this when I went to sleep. But as the years have gone on, his addiction to video games has gotten steadily worse. He works 100% remotely. He'll work, log off, and open Discord. He'll play League of Legends in literally all of his free time and talk to all of his Discord friends. This guy sounds like a nightmare. League of Legends? And he's on Discord? Yikes. I would have ran the other way as soon as I found out about that. I've talked to him about this on multiple instances. He gets defensive and says that he needs this time, and that's really important to him. He doesn't really have friends IRL. Red flag! Sound the alarm! A man who doesn't have friends? That's scary. Never trust a man who doesn't have any friends, because most of the time, people don't have friends for a reason. Whether that be one thing or another, hey, I'm not assuming. I'm just saying. So he considers it his social time. Hey, I have people on the internet that I like, that I am mutuals with, that I'm friends with, and I occasionally chit-chat with them, or, do a little banter in the comments of our videos. But that's as far as it goes. They're not my emotional support system. And that is not my social time. Social time is getting out of the house, which I need to do more of, let me tell you. That's social time, because me sitting in my room right now, by myself, this isn't social, and it's not healthy. I've been trying to be understand, and I always have to make fun of spelling mistakes. I've been trying to understand and take his feelings into consideration, so I try not to complain about it. Why don't you tell him he needs to get real friends? But provide an ultimatum. See how that goes. Don't actually do that. Last night for Valentine's, he just played League. Valentine's Day, it's marked up to be this thing that's so important by capitalism, of course. In reality, I'm sure it just ends a lot of people's relationships. We did go out to dinner last weekend, but I guess I was just hoping that we'd spend some time together. I didn't say anything last night about it as I just felt done. He usually isn't the romantic type, but literally just to sit on Discord with other people and play League felt so disrespectful, and it is. I'm just so tired of his gaming addiction and quote-unquote being understanding. I know that I should be more assertive with my feelings. You should. But I'm just tired of having this conversation with him. I'm tired of being a lower priority than his digital life. I want someone to know that being loving or take occasions into account. I don't want to have to literally beg and ask for affection. Listen, I'm gonna give you some advice. I know you've been together for a long time, but I'm gonna give you a word of advice that maybe you should break up with him. Because there's a lot of stuff that he needs to figure out. Take this as a learning lesson. Don't date men who play League of Legends. Getting rich has ruined my life. My eyes are so far in the back of my head right now. Can you see the whites of them? That's me right now. I hate rich people who complain. I'm saying this right off the bat. Whatever this person's about to say, I'm not gonna feel sympathy. Sorry, that's a little harsh. I took a risk that paid off unimaginably. No, I didn't win the lottery, as we all hope to do. Am I right? And no, I didn't put $1 into cryptocurrency and walked away with billions. I did, however, take a risk and walked away with my fair share. And this motherfucker, he brags about it. I'll just say over 10 million USD. For a few months, I didn't tell anyone, not even my immediate family. I continued renting my modest apartment. We got a humble king here. Humble king, he's gonna continue renting his 400 square foot apartment in New York City, planning exactly how this is going to play out. My immediate family is relatively well off. My brother makes 6 figures a year and has no financial troubles to speak of. My parents are retired with their house paid off. Sounds like you were already rich. I'm gonna be honest, if you're making, 6 figures, that could be 100,000. Or it could be 800,000. That's a big difference between those two tax brackets. If you're making $800,000 a year, I would call you rich. I'm going on a limb and call you rich. Of course, you're not filthy rich, like he is, as he said, over $10 million USD. But that's still rich. That's not even well off. That's rich. Well off to me is like 200 grand a year. I can already tell where this is going. It's probably going in the direction, here's my guess, it's going in the direction of people want my money. Because I'm rich. People want my money. I thought, what would be the big deal if I told them? What a dear mistake that was. Suddenly, my parents told me that they dealt with all of my shit growing up and that they wanted a new house. What did I say? My brother kept asking me for money non-stop, inventing, I believe, recurring financial issues that he was being plagued with. My brother told his friends, who in turn told all of their friends. Now that's not cool. And my parents told our extended family, who in turn told all of their friends too. That's also not cool. Jeez, you got a lot of snakes in your family. Now everyone is asking me for money. People show up to my house randomly and knock.
Bruh.
I'm gonna call fib on that one. People walk up to your house and knock? So your parents just divulge your home address to everyone too? Sue. I'm just kidding. My house has been broken into 3 times. Oh, I can't catch a break. I had a woman ask me for $100,000 and she called me selfish when I said no because her daughter has cancer. Oh dear. I literally can't deal with this anymore and I've spiraled into such a deep depression. Nobody in my family even talks to me anymore just because I've refused to waste my entire net worth on propping up their lives. I wish I had nothing and I never thought I'd say that, but I mean it. This is not as black as white as I make it out to seem. I'm not saying that this person deserves to get their house broken into and people calling them selfish for not giving $100,000. Like, that's a lot of money to fork up, even if you have 10 million. Okay, I get it. He's going through something, I get it. Me personally, I'd rather have this problem than the stuff I deal with now. But that's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little too unempathetic. I don't know. But it doesn't sound like your parents and your family were good people in the first place. I'm gonna be honest. They literally told everybody without your permission. They told everybody, and now you're because they decided to tell everybody. I'm straying into laughing at animals being harmed. I'm just gonna read the title of this. I euthanized my fish myself today. I'm sorry. Don't most people kill their pet fish? Isn't that a thing that like everybody, like you go to the fair, you get a little fishy, and then you kill it? I've never personally done this. I'm just saying, I feel like most people either accidentally or will purposefully kill a fish. My betta fish has been sick for about a month. This obvious trigger warnings for animal sickness and death. Listen, again, I understand that everyone views different animals as pets. I don't get pets that aren't like cute, that you can't like cuddle or train or really do anything with, like a fish. I don't get it. My betta fish has been sick for about a month. What I suspect is fin rot, a swim bladder issue, and dropsy. Okay. She's been bleeding and growing a white fungus in some spots on her fins. By the end, she was completely tailless. This is awful, man. Consistently listening on her side and resting on the top of the filter so she could get some air. Nothing I was doing was working. She was so sick and bloated, and I couldn't stand it anymore. I'm not a religious person, but I thank the universe for its creation. Took her out of her tank and decided the most ethical way to end her suffering was... This is brutal. Crush her head like a garlic clove with the flat of a knife. I did. Her blood went everywhere. I feel so guilty and so sad for that poor little fish. I feel the most guilty because I sort of wanted her gone because of how aggressive she was becoming. How is this not... This has to be a shit post. How can a little beta fish be aggressive? What is she doing to you? I'm so sorry, little fish. I tried to be as selfless as I could. I don't want to make fun of this person. If this is like a real serious thing that they are dealing with, they're like, they feel awful that they had to kill this fish. I'm sorry. Go see a therapist. But this feels so shitposty-esque. Look, first rule of Off My Chest. We do not insult, antagonize, interrogate, invalidate, or criticize the original poster. You guys should pre-ban me from the subreddit. I don't know, man. Flush down the toilet. Sorry. This one's insane. I cannot stand the smell of vagina. I first had sex when I was about 15 years old. I've had many partners since then, but the one thing that's remained constant is that I absolutely hate how vaginas smell. Bro. If you're a guy and you're like, when it comes to, you're childish. It's almost ruined sex for me. If my sex drive wasn't so high, it might put me off completely. There's something about it that just lingers. Oh my god. I can't seem to get rid of it for several days after I have sex with someone. It's none of my partner's faults, obviously. You're right, it's not. There have been plenty of different ones with varying differences of smell. Put in nose plugs, okay? If it's bothering you that much, be like, hey man, I can't do it. And then you go down on them and you're like, wow, you're such a little slut, aren't you? Okay, give me a second. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, what's wrong? Are you nervous? Hey, this is a safe space. You don't have to worry about it, okay? No, I'm not nervous. I have anxiety surrounding, vaginas. What do you mean you have anxiety surrounding vaginas? What does that mean? Is this something I'm doing wrong? No, it's not you. It's just, I don't really like the smell, and yours kind of smells, so if you don't mind, I'm just going to put in some nose plugs, okay? That is a lot better. What? Nose plugs? This is... How dare you insult my ladyhood like this? I douched myself for this. What? No, I swear, it's not an insult on you. It's just me. I have this thing, and the smell lingers and everything. I'm sorry. It's not you. This is the gravest insult. We're over. I should have never let you. No. Go to home base. Becky, don't leave, please. Becky. Something about my nose, brain specifically, that just makes it extra intense. Clearly. You would think after sex over and over with people, alright, way to brag, Mr. Under Virgin. Okay. And that smell being present, that it would sort of reprogram my brain into liking it. But nope, no amount of orgasms can kill the smell. I think you are obsessing. Maybe you have a fear of it. Because they don't actually smell that bad. Person in the comments says maybe you just liked it. Yeah. I'm going on a limb here and say that too. Sorry to diagnose you as a homosexual. But dude. My mom offered me to be on her OnlyFans. Huh. This is some Ohio type shit right here. Okay? My female 24, okay. Mom, female 44, offered me to be on her OnlyFans for a quote-unquote Valentine's Day special. And I don't know how to feel. Yeah, I know how I'd feel. Alarmed. My mom has always been open about her sexual life. I never found it weird as long as she didn't get into details. There's nothing wrong with that. She would tell me about her dates, if they were bad in bed without getting into details. I appreciate a open sort of, oh my god, that wrong wording. Ever since my dad passed away, I supported her to get another partner or flirt, but when lockdown started happening and OnlyFans usage strike to the roof, she got curious and started her account to post mildly MILF content. I was still okay with it. Yeah, it is kind of weird to know your mom is basically a low-level version. Damn, selling your mom out. Maybe she's got great content. I don't know. Of a porn star, but it was her life as long as she is happy. I didn't care because I do know some girls who have OnlyFans, and they are no different to me than my other friends. She knows almost every social media, so she doesn't get tricked into being an OnlyFans model either. Over the year, her OnlyFans quote-unquote career, you say you don't care, but you're undermining it. So, became way more center of her life than ever. Like, she would joke about it on her Facebook page without actually mentioning, and there is many people on her friends list that know she has an OnlyFans because she announced it last year but then deleted the post. Now, fast forward to last week. I was visiting her for the dinner with my girlfriend, but my girlfriend had to cut short and go for a work call. We were sitting at the table eating, and she randomly asked, "Have you noticed how many men are into incest?" Alarm bells! I laughed and said, "Yeah, I guess it's a taboo thing." And then she said, "I mentioned about you on my OnlyFans. And ever since then, my DMs are being spammed by how many men want to see us side by side naked. We could make a huge buck if we did Valentine's Day special photo shoot." I can't believe this is real. Run! Run! I don't know your situation, but run away from her. I straight up told her, I'm not comfortable with this topic while eating. And that was the end to it. She didn't bring the topic back up, but it was so weird. Am I being too weird? No, you're not. Is this normal? And I'm just, no, it's not. Like, I get there is demand for it, and maybe people does it, but how can you ask that straight away? You don't ask that. Your mom is strange. She is using her actual daughter as a bait for men to, you know, what, to those pictures. That's not okay at all. And this is actually extremely messed up. So this one's a little dark. I hate it when kids have hamsters as pets. Hamsters are always said to be low-maintenance pets that are perfect for children. And while they are low-maintenance, they are not perfect for children. I love those little creatures to death and have raised a few of them, so I hate it when they're mistreated, and that's what a lot of children do. Kids do that to every pet, though. That's why you don't give a child a puppy unsupervised. They don't know that they're not supposed to be really rough with the puppy and possibly accidentally hurt the puppy, because kids don't know boundaries like that. They're fragile animals that are easily stressed out and can get sick from this stress. They need to be handled with care, which is something I've never changed. When do children ever handle anything with care? Children tend to be rough with their hamsters. Not only that, but the cages I see in the US are far too small for a hamster to live in comfortably. Fucking PETA? How big is it supposed to be? They're not the kind of animal that you can just let walk over the house. They kind of need to be caged. If you have a domesticated animal like that, or else they're going to be going into the floorboards. I just wish more of those creatures were treated with the care they deserve. Okay? Are you like an undercover hamster? Who cares? I'll be honest. Who cares? I hate hamsters. They're stupid. I hate it when kids have hamsters as pets because I hate hamsters. There. My fiance's coworker is pregnant with his baby. Excuse my English, since English isn't my first language. Okay, you're excused. We've been together for 7 years and engaged for 3 months. His coworker always joins us when we go on dates. Pardon? And every time I complain about her being the third wheel, he would say that I'm overreacting and give me the silent treatment. 7 years you've dealt with this? She always gets clingy with him and sends me signs like he is mine, kind of thing. Her wallpaper is a picture of him. Wow. I didn't look into her phone. She basically made sure I see it. Anyways, yesterday she came to my door with a pregnancy test claiming he is the father. And you're confused about that?
Today I was shocked to find out that my husband had been cheating on me. In fact, his co-worker is now pregnant with his baby. I'm shocked and appalled. I can't believe he would do this to me. After 20 long years of marriage, he would cheat on me and throw it away that quickly. The signs were never there. I had no idea this was happening. I can't even begin to imagine how this could have happened, when he would have had the time for this. And I am so sad.
I'm staying at my sister's and called off the engagement. Good job. However, he's been texting me stuff, calling me names for leaving him because of something minor. Girl, he's been cheating on you your entire relationship. Sorry to break it to you. That's just the hard truth. You're being used. I don't know what to tell you. That's insane. You leave him. Leave him. Don't just break off the engagement. Break up, leave him forever, and find someone better. That's crazy. And it is not normal for someone to go on a date with you and your husband. Unless you're all dating each other. That's crazy. I wish my grandfather dies soon. All right. We're going to end it there. Believe me, scrolling through this dark depth of Reddit, it's hard to find stuff that is okay to joke about. Because a lot of the stuff on this subreddit, you could go through it yourself. It's just a lot of horrendous things that people have gone through. This now concludes Awful Confessions. Let me know what you think about these confessions and these people. If you have anything to confess, feel free to do it within reason. Don't type anything too crazy, please. I will not make fun of you like I did these people. This is truly a safe space, okay? Take my word for it. Take my word for it. Comment anything down below that you want to comment down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like me, you can subscribe. I post comedy and commentary videos every Sunday at 12 p.m. So if that sounds like a thing, make sure to subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you know when I post a video. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it was funny for you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.